Thank you, brothers and sisters. We have something hip that we want to present to you.
Yo, sound man, turn it up.
Beans.
Hey, yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? It is Drop the Beat podcast with your man DJ Wildchild. How y'all doing, man? It's good to see y'all. Thank y'all for coming back. This week's guest is one of the homies, my mans and them.
And you know this.
My homeboy, one of Chicago's finest, man. Y'all make some noise right now for the one and only DJ B Syde. What's up, brother?
What's going on, family?
What's poppin'?
Man?
All is well, sir.
Hey.
All is well, sir.
I'm here. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
can have some heavy hitters on this show, bro.
Hey,
so
man, listen, I'm just trying to be what I can to the people, you know what I mean?
just to be in this lineup, you know what I mean? Just a
Absolutely.
blessing, you know? So
Absolutely. Yeah. You are definitely one of Chicago's finest. I can't even front.
thank you,
I
brother.
can't even front. You are on the list of dudes I like to hear spin.
Oh man.
Like if I'm to be completely honest.
Gratitude.
Yes,
Gratitude,
sir, brother.
You know?
So let's dive right into it. Who is DJ B Syde?
DJ B Syde, definitely a creative, man. Just one who loves to just vibe. I love music, I love fashion, I love, culture. Just doing me. I'm a father, an uncle, I'm a mentor, I'm all of that. So taking it back, I'm thinking about just like how I got started in the game.
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Talk about it.
So I grew up in a household that was definitely all about the music, you know what I mean? So I was getting music from all different aspects, different sides. So a baby of we got three older brothers, so I was a baby.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So listening to what they were playing, you know what I mean? So my older brothers, they playing old school hip hop, Schoolie D, on up to Luther Vandross and all of that type of stuff, Prince, and my mom, she was a little older, so from her I got the Spinners. She would check out, the Spinners, Jerry Butler, Motown classics.
Jerry Butler.
Yeah,
Boy,
that was,
listen,
that
you
was her guy. You know what I
you
mean?
grown as hell for that Jerry Butler. Dead serious.
Yeah, man. And then my pops, my pops is Jamaican, so you got that whole island vibe, what I mean?
Word.
So yeah. So
Okay.
big up to him, you know what I mean? So the Dennis Browns, a guy from him, Bob Marley, Gregory Isaac, all of that, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, coming from a musical family, my uncle, well, one of my uncles, was actually one of the founding members of Earth, Wind, and Fire. So he was a percussionist. Yep. So like in the early stages of Earth, Wind, and Fire.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
What? Look
Yeah,
at the
so-
man, stop playing.
So
son.
this is like before my time, right? I would hear the stories from my older cousins and my brothers about, right at the point where they first about to blow up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They would pull up to my grandmother's crib and new Cadillacs, minks, and all that, and flossing. You know what I mean?
And this was early 70s?
Early stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was, just hearing those stories. I'm like, yo, that's incredible.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
And then my other uncle, he was in the electronic dance music, so he started his label. His name was Rodney Baker.
EDM for those that don't know.
Yeah. So he started back in the late 80s. He had his own record label called Rockin' House Records.
Okay.
And so he was instrumental in producing the track Video Clash. So the
Are you serious, y'all?
yeah. Yeah. So he was like big overseas.
Hello? What's happening? Did y'all know this? Oh, okay. Why? Are you serious, G?
Man, it's dead serious, man. So he was very influential. Like when I would go to my grandmother's crib again, it's like he'd have a whole studio in the basement. So you got the guitars down there. He got the big dumbass like 100 channel board and all of that. And that was just it just
Damn.
blew me away just looking at it all that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you know, so I want to give you like my aha moment of what made me, want to
Tell me about it. Let's go.
So moms and pops, we going to a kind of like a family reunion, going to visit some family in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
My moms and pops always loved flea markets, and garage sales or whatever. So we found this flea market in Florida. We going in, we go in the hallway. All you hear is this music like Miami bass music, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Pumping. The further we walk in, for me, it just felt like a scene out of like Belly. You look at the scene where they walking in
When
the
they
club in slow motion.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, walking in. The further we walk in, the music getting louder. You know what I'm saying? And then we walk in, and it's like this food court, just a big open area, and you just hear the music blaring. People in there eating, people in there dancing. I look up.
Food court at the swap meet, and they in there dancing.
And they in there dancing and eating like it's a club, bro.
Word.
I've never seen this in my life. So I look up. It's this cat like in the balcony, a DJ set up in the balcony. It looked like he was like God or something, bro. It looked like he had like a light shining on him. It was this Spanish cat. He looked like Rico Suave, bro.
Man,
He had the long ponytail or whatever, but the dude was getting busy, bro. When I say he was,
Nice.
the music was pumping, he cutting it up. I'm like, man, I want to do that. And just the way he had control over the crowd was crazy. So I'm like, yeah.
And that was it for you.
That's it for me. You know what I mean? And from then on, shit, I was on my parents' heels. You know what I mean? About getting me some DJ equipment. You know, I'm begging and begging and begging, like, yo, Christmas, this is what I want. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And so, what was your first setup that you remember?
God. So, mom's blessed me with two belt drive Gemini turntables.
Ooh.
So you had to really like learn on them joints. You know what I mean? You had to be real touchy feely with them. You know what I mean? Because they was real sensitive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Belt drive. It wasn't like
Definitely
let them go and they do their thing. It was like the motor in there. You know what I mean? It was crazy, but yeah, they blessed me with that, man, and I just.
What type of mixer though?
You know what? The mixer I didn't buy me. So my homie, he had this broken stolen mixer, and I don't even know what it was. He was like, man, it's been sitting in my crib. You can have it. Shout out Chaos G. I took that. I don't even know the name of it, bro. It was like weird. It was like a brown, and it was slanted. The crossfader was broke, so I had to learn how to mix with the channels 1 and 2 up and down. You know what I mean?
About what year was this?
Oh my God! Don't say you had your
no, I'm trying. I'm trying to think if I could that have been a Vastex.
No, I don't think it was a Vastex.
Didn't Gemini make mixers back? I wonder if that was a Gemini mixer you had.
It wasn't a Gemini. It was a weird name, bro.
Okay.
And it was a weird look to it. You know what I mean? Because
Okay.
I definitely that was my next mixer that I bought was a Gemini.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah, man, just using what I had, just practicing. You know what I mean? And you know how it was like back in those days as far as getting records, you had to really go out and
look
shop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm in high school on the weekends, saving up my little money that I get from like allowance or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a whole day for me. I'm hitting. Well, luckily in my neighborhood where I grew up, I had a record store right on 95th and Jeffrey. You know what I mean? So I walked up to the record store, and they had like.
I can't remember the name of that store for nothing, but I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember the name of it.
Years ago.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
years ago.
But
yeah, so either that spot or I jump on the bus and hit Gramophone up north, or hit Dr. Wax.
Dr. Wax in Hyde Park.
Yes, sir. Them was the two classic spots, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that was an all day thing, man. You thumbing through all those records, you getting your fingers dirty, your
Yeah.
fingers hurting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You coming out with like 20 records, spending almost $150, $200.
But dog, you know what kind of deal that is? 20, 30 records and all you spending is like 150.
That's crazy.
That's-
You saying that was a deal.
That was a deal.
Man, I thought that
compared
was
compared to
expensive.
now?
Oh yeah.
Please.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
you call yourself ordering Thriller.
Oh, okay.
Right now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I get
Call
what you're
yourself
saying.
ordering Stevie Wonder Hotter Than July right now.
Okay, because they're hard to get. you
Yeah,
know
first
what
of all, you talking like 50 to $80 a copy.
I mean? Wow.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
And the crazy thing, I'm not even in the buying the vinyl anymore like that. So all the vinyl that I had was in my basement. All that stuff got caught in the flood. I was hurt, bro.
That's oh my God. I hate to hear even people even talk about it.
Oh,
Like,
my
man.
God, man, that was a hurtful thing. I put all that stuff in my backyard, let it dry out. It was warped. It was matted. I said, man,
Done.
I let it sit there for like a year, man, like trying to figure out what I could do with it. Then I was like, fuck it, man, just go ahead, dump it. You know.
Damn, man.
Yep. So
Damn. So fast forward into today. What is it like in your world? A typical week of you DJing.
man, so during the week, I don't have many gigs doing because I don't have residencies like that. You know what I mean? So I'm more so doing gigs on the weekends, and I'm on the mobile end.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just me getting, depending on what the gig is, you know what I mean, getting all that together, whether it's a wedding, a birthday party, or whatever. So if it's like a wedding, you know, that takes more detail, you know what I mean? So you getting the music together, you know what I mean? They got all the formalities. So you got entrance song, you know, wedding party song, all
Of
that.
course,
first,
all that.
good
Yeah.
stuff. So you gotta, you know, I make a crate for that and just, you know, put all those songs together, whatever. And then like the day before the event, you know, I load up equipment, you know what I mean? So speakers, mics, cables, make sure I have everything I need.
Right.
And man, that's pretty much it. And like the day of, you know, I got everything loaded up and everything good to go. I'm trying to take me a power nap. You
Of
know
course.
what I mean?
Pre-game. Yeah. So do you curate on average? Do you curate your sets or do you just fly? It's right then, right there, and you just move with it.
It's just fly. It's just go with it. Whatever the vibe is of the crowd, kind of fill them out, and I just go with it. You know what I mean? But I do like try to incorporate new music, the things that I think are hot, bangers. You know what I mean? You know, I'll put those in like different folders, and if I see fit, like depending on the time within the event, that I could drop like new music.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Hit them with some bangers. You know what I mean? But outside of that, it's just go with it. You know what I mean? If it's a 80-year-old birthday party, you know what I mean? I'm making sure grandma good. You know what I mean?
Right. Definitely.
And
Definitely.
you know, just filling out the vibe.
So give me two monumental moments whereas you, and not to be on no cocky shit, but you know you killed this party.
Man.
Party was crazy.
Definitely West Side Music Fest one year. Rocking that joint is like I could do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? Every joint I played just sent it up. You know what I'm saying?
The
People
most
out there-
amazing
Oh
feeling.
my God. And it's just, you look out and you just see a sea of people all on the same accord, just vibing to
Right.
what you playing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like they in a trance. So you can tell them to spin around in a circle and they're going to do it. You know what I'm saying? You tell them, put your hands up. You know what I mean? Shake it around, whatever.
Yeah.
Yell out ho. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They going with it.
Yeah.
Because they in that frequency. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that time, and then, believe it or not, a actual wedding that I did, and I'm telling you, this wedding was like the people in attendance, it was like United Nations in that piece, bro. Yeah, so shouts out to my guy Latif, and, and his wife is Asian.
Mm-hmm.
So we had Asians in that piece. And he's African, so we had Africans in that piece. We had Asians in that piece. We had white people, just black people, bro.
That's so.
Man, it was like, so I'm trying to gauge. I'm nervous as hell. I'm like, I don't know.
Because I'm sure
what
finna
to come
ask,
out
how do you
with.
deal with the difference of ethnicity that's within that room? How do you deal with that?
It's just, I think the pregame is essential in that piece. So I kind of knew, that it was going to be that.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of tried to put together and put some songs to the side that I knew would kind of work, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I got there, I was nervous as hell. Looked at the crowd, was like, how am I gonna get all these people to move, bro? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I know, the groom, he already said, they like 90s hip hop, you know what I mean? So I kind of kept it in
So
that.
they gave
in
you
that
they gave you
vibe.
a ballpark to play in.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I got to play with that. But I started playing, Afrobeat and just some classic pop, you know what I mean? So I was just all around that piece. And when I say just the vibe was right, I could have beatboxed in that piece. And it would have been like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And everybody was dancing, you know what I mean?
Dig.
And just the sight of that was so dope to me.
Dig.
Like music can bring everybody together like that.
Dig. Okay. So with that, give me 2 times where it was like, ugh, nah, today wasn't that day.
Oh, nigga.
Today wasn't that day.
And it's not. So this one, so the first one I'm gonna give you is. So I used to run around the city with my man Twan Gabs, rest in peace.
Man, rest in peace, Twan Gabs, Joe.
I was
Listen, one of the
DJ.
city's most underrated MCs,
Man,
dog.
Big time.
Jesus
bro.
Christ, man.
Like the bro had a pen like no other. You know what I mean?
Feel me.
Snap.
Feel me. But yeah.
So had a show with him. I forgot where it was, up north on Milwaukee. I think Shanti was. Shouts out Shanti. It was his night for independent artists.
Mm-hmm.
So we already had, we had already been running around the city doing the set or whatever. So we already had it mapped out the way it was. So I had like little intricate parts where I would, take a song out and cut a different instrumental in.
Mm-hmm. Mashups for those that didn't know.
Yeah,
It's called a
yeah.
mashup.
So had the, using their equipment, had the 12 set up, whatever. Had all I brought was my needles. So in the booth, it was V-Dub, Terry Hunter, and DJ Lil Jon.
Bruh, first of all, did you hear who you just said?
Man.
Okay.
Heavy hitters. Man.
Okay.
Heavy hitters.
Okay.
Yep. So, Terry was producing Twan back in the day.
Okay.
Making tracks with Twan. So, got everything set up. The show starts. Got the first record on, second record on, everything going good. Lil Jon sees that like on the software, it's the red meters, and he keeps saying, the connection gonna go out. The connection gonna go out. I was like, well, let me just push through. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it. Cause I'm used to just going back and forth with the 12s. I look down one way and look up. Lil Jon and took the needle off the turntable, thinking he helping me. And I'm like, cause right at that moment, I need to switch to the next song.
Right.
I'm telling him, no, you got to put that joint back, bro. So he couldn't put it back in time. So I had to figure out, you can go like in Serato, you can go into internal mode. But I never really used internal mode like that, right? So Twan out there, he rocking the crowd is packed or whatever. They all into it. We get to that. We at that part. Huh. I need to drop the record. I'm in internal mode. I tried to, I tried to hit play on the dial or whatever on the laptop, and play that joint backwards. Oh my God, bro!
Oh my God!
When I say I'm already short,
You
when
talking?
I felt this
talking
small, dog.
momentum killer?
Oh my God! I'm in that piece trying to duck behind the table. Like, please come get me. Please come get me. Little Johnny, he apologetic. He like, man, I messed up your set. I'm sorry. I'm like, man, it's all good. You know what I mean? He trying to take the blame for it, but you know, everybody gonna blame.
Hell,
oh, man, Twan Gas
no,
DJ
dog.
fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at Twan after the show. We looking at each other. He like, nigga, you need to stop drinking. I'm like, man, I don't even drink like that. You
It
know
wasn't
what I mean?
even me.
Right, it wasn't even me. So I'm like, man, that was one of them moments. You know what I'm saying? And then another moment was doing a 16-year-old birthday party. Don't ask me why. I don't really like doing those, right? So I did it as a favor. I get in that piece, you know, and the pregame thing is essential with that, you know what I mean? 'Cause they coming out with songs every week.
You gotta be YouTube ready.
Oh my God. And that's
Jesus.
what I'm getting to. So it's like, I didn't even go on YouTube. I'm on some old, listening to what they playing on the radio, you know, hitting the charts and see what they playing, what's in rotation. I get all that stuff. And then, you know, with the 16-year-old party, you know, it's family there. So I'm not trying to be offensive to like grandma and them, granddad and them, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to edit the stuff on top of that. I'm like, man, this is a gang of work, you know what I mean? Get to the party, bro. I'm playing the stuff that I downloaded. I'm like, you know, it's cool for them, but you know, with kids, their attention span, so they dancing and then do the little phone thing, and then they looking at you like, okay, what's next?
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I'm playing like the top stuff that they playing on the radio. They're like, yeah, that's cool, but can you play the remix? I'm like, the fuck the remix? I don't know. I ain't heard the remix.
First of all, I just heard this song.
You know what I'm
While
saying?
you talk about some remix.
So they hit me with the remix thing. So they kept coming over so much, bro, that it got to a point where, because they kept saying, it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, you know, before I play all this YouTube stuff, because I know it ain't going to be clean, ask, you know, your
Right.
mom and your people and everything if it's cool to play it. Mama come over, you know what I mean? She like 30. You know what I'm saying?
She
So
want to hear it herself.
Yeah, she turn it up or whatever. She like, let it fly. I'm like, cool.
All right.
Man, it got so bad to the point where the kids just took over. I'm sitting in the background. They took my iPad and was just playing their little songs. And I'm like, I can't wait to this damn.
So really, you beat the bank.
I guess. You know what I'm
Technically,
saying?
you
But
beat
you know,
the
as a DJ, you know, you feeling some type of way
Ain't
because
no-
you want to rock the crowd.
Fuck, ain't no I guess. You beat the bank.
Man, so they in there having their own little party on YouTube, you know what I mean, commercials and everything. I'm like, this is
Bruh.
horrible. You know what I'm saying? At one point, I'm like, whatever. At one point, I'm like, this is an epic fail. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
So I'm like, nah, you know, the Sweet 16.
At
joints,
that point, that's when you know they don't give a shit.
they don't give a shit.
Whole 30-second commercial playing, and they
vibing, and they don't give a shit about, you know, the craft of DJing and the culture. You know what I'm saying? It's just play my song. You know what I'm saying?
And the crazy thing is, if you really be honest, if we, you know, we homies, and I know we done both been in this situation, most people don't.
Nah.
Cause you think about it, we could be playing Quiet Storm, the remix version, Mobb Deep.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody will walk over and be like, hey, can you play that Glorilla? Baby, I'm not even and because I think a lot of people in the party is so they really are nowadays are so oblivious to the flow of a party.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Big time. big time.
They don't care.
And definitely with like when you in that club vibe, they want to hear their song right then, right now.
We
You know what
finna
I'm saying?
go.
Oh my God, I hate that.
Hey, I hope you got time for another drink because I'm gonna be a minute getting to that.
Man, it's the we finna go thing, or it's the you see him coming up, bro. It's the I can't stand it, bro. Stick the phone in your face. My eyes
Man.
bad. I'm trying to look at it like I don't know what that shit is. You know what I'm saying?
You better
So,
than me because I don't even look up no more.
man. Yeah, no.
You just gonna be standing there mad.
and that's what I've been doing.
But
too,
the
bro.
problem is now it comes in, they'll reach over or, sweetie, I need you to go back with your friends
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you're about to make this party go real bad.
And the one that I really hate is the they're asking for a request or whatever, but they got their whole drink over your equipment. And I'm like, yo, you gotta move that. You know, I got it. No, you don't.
That's why.
You know what I'm saying?
So even like for me, like if somebody bring me a drink, I reach over here,
Mm-hmm.
over here. And all that. Mm-mm.
But it's been time. But these particular people, they ain't bringing me a drink. They asked for a request, and they just got
But
their
they got.
drink and leaning over on some old.
Oh.
Can you play this? And it's like, please don't do that. Because as soon as you spill something on it, my unit is fried. And when I say how much it costs that you owe me,
You're gonna be
you're not gonna
super
pay.
mad.
Yeah.
Super mad. So let's shift gears. Musical influences besides your uncle, mom's, pops, all of them. Musical influence, or who do you feel influenced you in the DJ game?
Off top, man, Jazzy Jeff, DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Of course.
That cat there, man, and I have yet to meet him, man. I'm praying for one day to meet the brother. You know what I'm saying? But just his style, you know what I'm saying? Just his flow of things, the way he cut things in, you know what I mean? His musical selection is extremely dope to me. Kid Capri is another cat. Kid Capri is one of those dudes that showed me that being what a celebrity DJ looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like his vibe. So I know one year we went to see him at Chicago Theater when the Def Comedy Jam tour was taking place. And bro, just the way he carried himself and the way he walked out on stage, and you know what I mean, the way he rocked the crowd like he was the actual, like one of the artists, like a musical artist, which DJs are. You know what I'm saying?
Truth.
It blew me away. I'm like, okay, that's, you know what I mean, that's a vibe. Like DJs are looked at in a certain light, you know what I'm saying? And you can carry yourself like that.
Dig.
And just to see him, like, I know we went to road trip and went to Black Daytona. Bro, and just to see how he just murdered the crowd, you know what I mean, one time. So it was like, what was the song? Goody Mob, They Don't Dance No More. That
First
was
of all,
new.
the fact that he even played that is amazing because everybody don't.
Bro, when I say when he broke the record, man, that night he was going crazy. He was like, I got a new joint. They don't dance no more. Do do do, boom boom. He bouncing. I'm gonna play it again. They don't dance no more. Do do do, boom. You know what I mean? And he played that joint back to back about 5 times, and every time he played it, people was acting like he just dropped it the first time. You know what I
Crazy.
mean? I'm
That's
like, this
crazy.
dude's amazing.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, I root for the underdog too, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Say who?
So, like, I'm just saying, like, in the city here in Chicago,
Call it. Okay.
I like DJ B Man, bro.
What?
DJ B Man is a beast. That dude just
He's a complete demon.
his thought process behind, like, he'll do a tone play. You be like, where you get that from, bro?
Dog.
His technique, his skills is crazy.
Insane.
You know what I
Yes,
mean?
thank you.
Your musical selection, you know what I mean? And just the fact of your vibe is like you always look like you having fun. You know what I'm saying?
Um,
I mean, there's probably points where you know,
yeah.
where it's otherwise, but for the most part, when you get that energy,
Yeah.
that I'm like
Oh,
that
when it's
too.
giving it back.
When you
Yeah.
getting that energy and they're giving it back, and y'all going back and forth with it, it's crazy.
Hell
You'll
yeah.
find me in there yelling, jumping. I'm doing all of that when I get that energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Another cat. I like K Caesar. K Caesar, man,
I've become a fan of K Caesar.
bro.
Like when I
That
initially saw Caesar, I was like, oh my God, this motherfucker on cocaine. Like what's
cocaine's a hell of a drug. Cause, bro,
like my
I'm like,
man.
where the hell you get the energy
Like my
from?
man,
And it's
you
nonstop. He'll go like 5 hours just like that.
dog. Man, listen.
I'm like, man, your energy is unmatched,
Yeah.
bro. So
Yeah.
yeah, man.
And the way I love the way he interacts, man. Like like yo, and then he's playing the right shit
yeah,
on top of that. So it's like, yo,
Yeah.
dude is amazing, yo.
yeah.
Dude is absolutely amazing. Yeah.
So and a couple more, man. So Jay Money, I like Jay. I rock with Jay.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? His musical selection, his blends be crazy. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And then just a young cat, man. I'm big on just passing the torch, man. So a young cat that I mentored and influenced, DJ Fly Tie. So he's
Put me on.
actually out of Wisconsin, but he's always back and forth Chicago,
Okay.
Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
so I used to do all his parents' events,
Nice.
or whatever. And every time I would do the event, he probably started like at maybe 8 years old.
Mm.
He was always around me, just like, wow, that's so cool. So at one event, I went and took a bathroom break. I showed him how to do it. I said, this song is playing. This is in the middle. Just fade this down and hit play for the next song. I went to the bathroom. I purposely stayed away for a little bit.
Just to see what he was gonna do. Yeah.
He did that. You know what I mean? I came back. I queued up a couple other songs and let him do it. He caught the bug. The kid he ain't no kid no more. He probably like, I think he just made 21. Dude, he DJs for the Milwaukee Bucks on the radio.
What?
When I say his musical selection and his
Nice.
musical knowledge, he kills it. He's cutting, he's scratching, and all that. You gotta check him out. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So
Nice.
just that's an influence for me. Just me being able to give back.
Pat your back, sir.
Yeah,
Pat
man.
your back, beat
Yeah.
your chest, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Ain't
sir.
nothing wrong with that. So, let me ask you this: do you prefer a cutter, a scratcher, cut and scratching, same thing, or do you prefer blending?
I prefer somebody that's all of those. You know what I mean? And I try to be. You know what I mean? I'm not a turntablist by no means, but I could do a little something. I'm not like DJ Cuban on the scratch tip, but I could do a little something. You know what I mean? So do all of those and party rock, little mic work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think that makes the overall well-rounded DJ because you can do a little bit of everything.
Okay. So let me ask this: what is your motivation in a field that's it's like super saturated now? Super saturated. Like everybody's a DJ now.
Yeah, man.
What is your motivation in the midst of all that?
And the crazy thing, I had to battle with that. I had to battle with that because it was at one point, man, where I saw this box Chevy, and he had his DJ name plastered on the bottom. You know what I mean? It was like, I'm like, damn, this is like, for me, it's like the new hood hustle.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I give up. I'm gonna take a back seat on this DJ thing. And I think I put it out there, and I was just telling people, I think I'm gonna take a back seat. And I put it on social media, but the response from everybody was like, "Nah, you can't do it. You offer so much to the DJ world, this, and that." So I think I just drew from that energy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And just having dope people drop dope music. You know what I mean? That gives me inspiration to want to keep going. You know what I mean? Because I was always doing it uh, in the early stages when I wasn't getting paid or anything. It was just the love of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think the love of it just keeps me going and won't let me stay away. You know what I mean? So
Got you. Got you. So as far as the industry is concerned, the game is concerned, where do you see it being at compared to where it was? Where do you see it being in the next 5 to 10?
oh, so that's a good question, man. I think everything, revolves around and goes in circles. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
think it's going to get back to uh, as far as like the artist is concerned,
Mm-hmm.
getting back to in hip hop,
Mm-hmm.
like more back to bars, back to being about saying something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And just the vibe. I think hopefully people are going to get tired of the way it is dealing with technology, phones in the face, and not having the undivided attention to just get back to partying. And you can see that happening now. Like look at the chosen few.
Right.
I mean, it's a different age group, different crowd, but
Mm-hmm.
they locked in, they ready to party, they gonna dance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think it's definitely gonna get back to that on all aspects.
Um, I think, and this is my personal opinion, I think that is going to be. I think that'll be hard to get to. And the only reason I'm saying that now, and I credit Nick Nonstop for really putting it in my face.
Hmm.
The biggest thing we go up against now,
That's real.
everybody's here, right? Everybody's here. Everybody wants to go live. Everybody's taking a million pictures.
That's
It's
true.
like the cameraman in the party is pretty much extinct.
Mm.
Like you
Hmm.
got a few that hold on, but technology has like really. I think it's been a beautiful thing, but it's crippled
Oh,
the
definitely
game.
crippling. Definitely crippling.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I'm with you on that. You know what I mean? Uh, because you see it already. You know what I mean? So I know I've seen it like a couple of times in certain clubs where they would just stream in certain DJs like in the club. So it had the big screen.
wait,
Yeah, with like it wasn't a live DJ in there.
so kind of almost like how it was for during the COVID era.
Yeah, yeah. So no, but it's gonna be like I think. So you say like a bar or whatever. People just want to come out and hang at the bar, but as far as like having a live person
Mm-hmm.
DJing at the bar,
Mm-hmm.
they might just stream somebody in. You know what I mean? So they got the big projector screen or LED wall or whatever, and just stream you in, and you just do your set
And
from the crib.
I'm at home in the
Yeah,
basement.
yeah. But you get your bread where you ain't got to move around no more though. You know what I mean? But I
But
think that takes away
how do you really get the feel of what that room is doing?
just visually seeing it.
You know what I mean? So it's funny that you mentioned that, right? Me and my guy was talking. Is it the job of the DJ to bring the people where he is, or him to get where they are, or meet in the middle? As far as like the vibe of the room, as far as the flow of the party.
As far as the floor of the party, I think it's a meet in the middle. You know what I mean? So it's the job of the DJ initially to gauge where the people are. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like from the mobile standpoint, I'm normally doing sets. I'm doing like the whole night. So you thinking like 5 hours
Mm-hmm.
is normally what it is. So when people are coming in, they ain't really paying attention too much. You know what I mean? You just putting some on, they vibing, You know, and they chatting it up. They're gonna go get a drink or whatever, whatever. Then they go to the mall where they drinking and they eating. You know what I mean? Vibing. You put another banger on to take them to another level. You know what I'm saying? Then you look over, you may see a couple of people, they head nodding. You know what I mean? Foot tapping, whatever, whatever. You're like, okay. You put another banger on to take them to another level. A few people might get up and dance. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just keep going. You just keep going up to where you just bait people in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that eventually, like by the end of the night, you know what I mean, it's people ready to vibe. You know what I'm saying? They
Hopefully.
yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Because you done had those where they get up, sit down, get up, sit down, get up, sit down. But
I've been in parties whereas, you know, I'm coming in just on some listening and the DJ is murdering this joint. But
ain't
nobody's
there.
paying. Nobody's
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
You got a few, or they'll chair dance,
I hate
which
that.
kind of goes back to my point. I think these cell phones have corrupted us so bad, and I'm gonna say us as a full collective. It's corrupted us so bad. It has its place and it does well. Cause me, if I'm in a spot and dude, you killing, yo, this dude B Syde is going absolutely ham in here. You see what I'm saying? Just to kind of be like, yo, I think in that aspect, it'll get people to the point of like, damn, I should have been at that party. I saw the party. Damn, I should have went. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, everybody else, you know, you FaceTime or you texting and it just be so much, dog. It be so much.
yeah,
but
it's a lot that you up against. You know what I mean? But I think the thing is, at the end of the day, the music wins over. You know what I mean?
yes, sir.
So
Absolutely.
if you out there giving the people what they want, you know, and a lot of times, you know, as a DJ, you do event after event, and you tired of playing the same records or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I
But
mean,
you got to give the people what they want. You know what I'm
gotta
saying?
give them what they want. You know what I mean? Like,
What-
and I think the thing that I found out, and this was said to me because I used to be like, dude, I'm tired. Like, I'm playing playing. I ain't gonna say playing the same set, but just these same songs. And my man was like, you gotta think about it though. There's a few people in this party that's never heard you spin. So for them, it's a new thing. You got some that may have heard you spin, but they ain't necessarily remembering. But because you're doing it repetitiously, for you, it's like, damn, here I go playing the same. You know what I mean? So it's a give and take when it comes to the situation.
Yeah.
If you follow what I'm saying.
You know, I follow you, and that's true. I think about like concerts. When you go to a concert, and the people who paid to see this particular artist, they want to hear the artist sing
Them
the
joints.
classics. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
But
mind
for-
you, this artist has been on tour for 2 months and sung the same shit.
same
for
shit
2
over and over. And for the artist, they like, no niggas, but I got new shit. You know,
Don't
let
nobody-
me- I want to do some new stuff.
Hey, that's fine, but I want say, man, listen, right?
So
You know what I
they're
mean?
like, yo, man, you gotta just, like I said, you just gotta give the people what they want, man. Chalk it up, and you can kind of mesh in new stuff. You know what I mean? It's all about how you do it and how you
Yeah,
play it. You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? But
So to wrap this joint up because we got to get up out this joint. It's been a pleasure talking to you, by the way.
man, love.
If you could give advice to the younger generation, whether they just starting, been in for maybe a couple of years, or having the thought to want to be a DJ, what advice would you set for them?
First of all, you gotta love it. You gotta love the craft. You gotta love music. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And just being able to invest in yourself. I think that's a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You making some money, or however you getting money or whatever. Just being able to invest in yourself,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's branding or whatever. You know what I mean? And just honing in on the craft. Practice. You know what I'm saying?
Practice. You can't practice enough.
Hey, man, you know, and there's a lot of people out here that's just they practice on the internet. You know, they just go live and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, but
I'm gonna be quiet.
but yeah, man, those are the things. You know what I mean? Just practice, invest in yourself, and definitely believe in yourself and love what you do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, man, listen. Thank you for stopping in, man. Thank you for
Man,
just
thank
taking
you
the
for
time
having
to,
me, bro.
you know what I mean, holler at me and give your story, give your opinions. I promise you this ain't gonna be the last time we talk.
Oh man, we definitely gonna chop it
You know
up.
what I'm saying? Give everybody your socials where they can find you, and we're gonna get
All
up
right.
out this piece.
So social media, just you can Google DJ B Side, DJ BSYDE. Got a different handle on Instagram. No, it's B Side Audio on Instagram, but everything else is just B Side. Just Google me, man. There's a few other B Sides out there, but I made it my business to dominate in that space. The way when you Google B Side, I'm definitely gonna pop up. You know what I'm saying? So
That's some cocky shit. Oh my God. Hey, and let me say this too, man. While publicly, them situations where you're doing like pop-ups on the beach in the park,
oh man,
dog, that shit is
bro.
so creative and ingenious.
Man, I love it. I'm just always trying to think out the box and do something fresh and new and different for me. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Yep. So it's gonna be a lot more of those to come.
Yes,
Like
sir.
next
Yes,
summer,
sir.
I'm going ham with it. So
Oh boy.
yeah.
I'll be looking out for it though.
Hey man, come on.
Definitely.
We probably gonna have to collab and do something. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you ain't said
I've
nothing
been
but a
wanting
word
I've
to
been
me.
wanting to rock out with you. You know what I mean for some years. So
Yeah, I done had you a couple of my events, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. No,
I got
like,
what you're
well,
talking about.
We back and forth. We just vibing with the crowd.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Getting it in. You know. So
So man, thank you for
man, thank you, bro.
for being here. Listen, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe until the next episode. I appreciate y'all. This your man Wild Child. Drop the Beat podcast. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you, brothers and sisters. We have something hip that we want to present to you.